thing on. Just a minute. Okay, Graham here with the latest updates on the beta pre-launch of We Share Abundance, and I think things are going really, really well. And I know a lot of you don't think that, but I think they are. I'll get on to my thoughts on this in the not too distant future. But first of all, it is June the 7th, and we are here. And I better check that things are working in the Facebook group. We Share Abundance publicly. And oh, we need to refresh the page. Now then. This video is live now, it says. Well, how do you get it? Oh, I've got it. Okay. Right. Let me scroll up on the comments. We've got Russ back at the top of the comments list, and Dave. So that's UK, then Suchitra, India, and then Canada, Netherlands, Burundi, and Pakistan. And I don't know what the weather's like everywhere, but it's turned into a beautiful day here today. There's sun streaming through here. I've got this curtain drawn a little bit just to stop it being too bright on one side and dark on the other. And hopefully it'll stay that way for a while. And for all of you, hope we'll get some sunshine in everybody's lives. And we got the USA here as well now, Southern Alabama. And what? Somebody with a let's go. Okay. Lovely to be with you. Lovely to see you all. And I was a couple of minutes late. I do apologize, but better than often. While we're waiting for a few more members, we've got Suriname just arrived as well. Let's do a couple of affirmations just to get the mood in the right thing. I like this one. I'm so happy and grateful now that the demand for both Visa tokens exceeds the supply, and so both have absolute liquidity. I'm so happy and grateful now that money comes to me in increasing quantities through multiple sources on a continuous basis. These are all good ones. I'm so happy and grateful now that I'm very good at making money and able to help others do the same. I make more than I need, and so I can share my abundance of cash. And I got another one here on the tokens. Wording slightly different, but almost the same. I am so happy and grateful now that the demand for both Visa tokens exceeds the supply, so they both have absolute liquidity. And this is another one about Visa tokens I do. I'm so happy and grateful now for the Visa tokens to have absolute liquidity and values over $1,000 each. Okay. These are all things, and you can sit quietly and have these affirmations any time of the day, you know, when you just get a minute. Better than sitting there daydreaming or whatever. Get some positive affirmations out there. Okay, where were we? I remember seeing Suriname, and we've got heatwave in Nova Scotia. Hey, Kathy. Wow, Canada's got it hot. Moldova, hi there from Moldova. I don't think we've had Moldova before, have we? Maybe we have. I don't know. Greece. I don't know how my wallet to change on We Share Abundance and my Visa gone where? and my visa gone to other waves exchange address. Any chance to recover? Probably not, no. The only way that could have happened is somebody's hacked into your account, or you've given somebody your password or something like that. That's the only way. Stephen Fellows, I got some updates and progression. Okay, Stephen, I don't know what about, but fine. India. More from India and more from India. And then South Africa down at the bottom. Okay, we're 5 minutes in, are we? No, 8 minutes in. We've got a quorum here, so let's have our little prayer. Dear Heavenly Father, we are so grateful for you, and we ask that you bless We Share Abundance and bless all the members' hearts, that they may be filled with unconditional love, and that through that love they find the joy of service. And through the joy of service, they attract into their lives everything that they ever want and need. Amen. Okay. So we've done some affirmations, we've had a little prayer, and we've got Nigeria, more from Nigeria in the house, and I mentioned South Africa, I think. And I'm going to have a quick sip, excuse me. Right. Development. Devyani is working on the paid plan, the hybrid plan, the easy profits plan, the whatever we call it when we actually get it launched plan. And so that's going well. She's also done a couple of changes that I asked her to do on the withdrawals. Simple changes, but they make a massive difference. And it's basically the same idea that we had before of the 1 cent and then increasing it every week by 1 cent. But I've decided that we're going to move a bit quicker, and we're going to double it every week until we get to a parity with the We's Abundance token. And when we do that, we're going to tether it to the We's Abundance token, which will consistently go up in value, provided our gross national product increases. And that is down to us having more members, earning more money for the community, for themselves, whatever. And that's going to happen in a big way in the not too distant future. So it'll take us probably about 12 to 13 weeks to get to parity with a doubling. And I think because of the increases being greater as we move on, still only going to be small initially, you know, it's only going to be 2 cents next week, and then it's only going to be 4 cents the week after. But with these increases becoming more, people are going to be more reluctant to sell at the very low prices that we're seeing now. I mean, the tokens down to, what was it on Coin Ranking? 0.00226, which is less than a quarter of a cent. Crazy. There's only like $300 worth in one of the US. I had a look at the USDN and USDT, and I can't remember which was which, but one of them is only like $300 worth of tokens before they're at a cent. And the other one's about $1,000, I think. So it's not a massive amount, but there are a lot of tokens out there up for grabs that are going to be worth a lot more in the near future. So if you've got a few pennies, my recommendation is grab some of them while they're silly prices. We used to have a coin in England when I was a kid called a farthing. It wasn't very much used, even in the good old days when I was a kid. But it was usually used in sort of offers, promotions. They'd price something at something and a farthing. I remember bread at one time, was twopence farthing in one of the big stores, and it was a bit of a gimmick, really. And they were giving out the farthing coins because nobody had a farthing coin anyway. They weren't really in use very much, but they had halfpenny coins, so they'd give 2 pence and 2 pennies and a halfpenny, or as we would have said in those days, twopence halfpenny for the loaf, and they get the loaf and a farthing back. And it was a bit of a gimmick, but it got people interested, and they went in and they had things, How did I get on that? Oh, farthing, yeah, and our tokens are now selling for a farthing, a quarter of a cent. That farthing was a quarter of a penny in those days, of course, but a penny actually in those days was also equal to 1 cent in the US dollars. There were $2.40 to the pound, and there were 240 pence in a pound, and so it was very easy to convert between the US dollar and the English pound because of that. And it was that way really right up to probably the 1970s, and then they had the decimalisation, and it wrecked the economy of the UK, and the pound lost value against the dollar, and it's never recovered. And anyway, that's another story, isn't it? But yeah, you can buy them for a farthing at the moment, Visa tokens, and that has got to be a good buy. Right, let me see what we've got here. We've got Doncaster, that's UK, Madagascar, South Africa, Nigeria, Holland, more Nigeria. Sir, my lottery and other benefits are pending since the beginning of this month. What do you mean they're pending? You've either got them or you haven't got them. Lottery payments from last month have been transferred. Anyway, if it's not something we could deal with here, even if it's wrong, support ticket. Want to know information? My friend placed a withdrawal request on the 4th of June. Just a minute, something, Facebook. On the 4th of June, and he got that on the 5th of June, but I placed a request of 0.8 on the 2nd of June, but did not get my withdrawal. May I know about the paying criteria? No idea why you've not got it paid. We work just through them in order. No value involved. The only thing that happens sometimes, I would have thought 2nd of June would have probably cleared by now. I don't know why you've not got paid. I'm surprised you've not got paid. But we just work through them. But what can happen is if we've got 3 or 4 people working on the withdrawals, one will start on page 1, one will start on page 20, one will start on page 40, one will start on page 60. And there's like 10 withdrawals on each page. And so the person starting on page 1 may get up to page 15 before they pack in for the day or something like that. So there'll be 5 pages there that don't get paid, while there are pages that came in later that are being paid. But 2nd of June, I would have thought it should have been paid anyway. If you're worried about it, put in a support ticket and they'll have a look at it for you. Where are we? I don't know where that one's gone. Oh, I keep getting things popping up here. Okay. What else? Hi, Graham from Illinois. Hi there. Got some positive updates on the progression of M911 that you may be interested in, but I don't know how to get them to you. I don't know. I've not really looked at M911 since I hit my goal. I was after 600 referrals and $50,000 worth of stable coins, and I've not looked since, but it's probably gone up a bit since then. If it pays, it pays, and if it doesn't, it doesn't. If it pays, wow, good news. I'll buy a lot of Weezer tokens. If it doesn't pay, I've lost nothing ever. Here we go. Deborah, I too made the mistake of not checking to confirm everything is right before placing my withdrawal. I lost my money to another address as well. It could not be returned to me. I've learned to check and double check again before I do anything. Yeah, you should always double check anything on the blockchain. The blockchain is very unforgiving. Once it's gone, it's gone. It's like you've got a hole in your pocket and something, falls out and goes down the grid or blows away in the wind. It's gone. And the blockchain is the same. So you should always make real sure that everything is 100% before you do things on the blockchain. I've made mistakes. Most people that have been involved in cryptocurrency have made mistakes. It's very easy to do. You've got to be very careful. And we got New Zealand in. Hi there. Have you got your thingamabob going yet, Andrew? Your what do you call them? Crowdfunding. Let's get you that truck bought. Okay, and we got Nigeria. What is the maximum size for KYC documents? I haven't got a clue, William. Sorry, no idea whatsoever. I don't know whether it tells you on the website. I don't know whether the KYC team know. I don't know who knows. I suppose Deviani would know, but she'll have gone to bed by now, or certainly be relaxing anyway. So Deviani is working on the new plan, the paid plan. Everything else is, if we get that done, that pretty much, that's a big job. But if we get that done, there are a couple of little things that need to be done, but we can probably launch the new site if we get that done. I know the nest egg, her mate in India, what's his name? Madan, I think. He's been working on the nest egg, so hopefully that's been done. That'll be totally automated. But I think we'll whack an offer out this month for anybody that wants one. I'll get one done tomorrow. I made a note of it there. I'll put an offer up just for anybody that wants one. It'll be the last one where you process with a form, and it'll be the last one that you'll get over 2.5 times Weezer abundance, because it'll all be automated on 2.5 times the market value of Weezer abundance at the time you purchase. It'll all be calculated at that time. So it'll be automated. So that'll be fixed in the future. Okay. Can buy is offering advice to the size for KYC. Okay. You can also find document reducing sizes things on Google if you look for how do I reduce a document size free sort of thing. There's loads of softwares that'll come up. I've not done my bit on the Multiply Weezer site yet either. I've got just so many things going on. I've got a to-do list that gets bigger rather than getting smaller, and yet it will get done. Everything will get done. It's just getting around to it. I will get assistance, a bit more assistance tomorrow, because Jane's back from her sabbatical, and she'll be available to help out tomorrow. So that's one of my hands back. I've got hands all over the place and lots of people. Without them, we wouldn't get anywhere. The support teams, the withdrawal teams, the KYC teams, server teams, the developers, of course, amazing. And unfortunately, we don't have to pay. It would be lovely to pay the support teams and people like that. But they get the joy, they do it for the joy of service, and it's a good job because we couldn't afford to pay them. We're already running at a loss every month, and have been since we started, and it's getting a bit of a heavy burden, so we've got to get it out of there. Okay. Somebody says there are 20,000 Weezer tokens being added each month, like the Weezer Abundance tokens. No, we've had to pull Weezer tokens out of that situation, but Weezer Abundance is taking over that role, Stephen. If Nest Egg will fall in price of Weezer Abundance coins like it is now with Weezer, then I don't think it's a great idea. Weezer Abundance will not fall in price, and Weezer tokens will increase in price. But it's up to you. Nobody makes anybody buy a nest egg. People ask for it, we provide it. Okay, so that is where we are with development and support and things like that. Me being behind on things. Having said that, I did get my tickets done, and the nest eggs and the forms that come in for the bonus offer that we did for Weezer and all this sort of stuff. So I've kept up to date on the routine stuff. It's just my list of other things isn't getting any smaller. I keep wiping things out, but the more comes in. But we'll get it done. We'll get it done. Okay, let's give you some numbers. Oh no, let's. When I said things are going in, I feel really happy about the way things are going. One is, of course, that Devyani is progressing on that paid plan, which will mean that we will hopefully get that new website pretty quickly, and that'll be a big thing. We'll be able to start really progressing at that point. One of the things today, we lost a lot of inactive members, and I had a quick look down the list of some of them, and there's some of them with over $10,000 worth of tokens there that have just not appeared since April, and I suppose the chances are that some of them have passed away or whatever. I don't know. We do try and contact them, but it's a lot of money to just give up on. So I hope that they've got beneficiaries in who take advantage if they have moved on in life or in death, or however you want to put it. And I hope that if they are still around, live and kicking, we can motivate them to get back in, because, as I say, it's a lot of money to just give up on. Okay. Will Multiply Weezer deposit amount increase weekly as you move up the price of Weezer tokens? Multiply Weezer deposit amount increase? No, we base the deposit amount there on dollar value, and the dollar value is calculated at the time that you put your order in. Whether you pay through coin payments or whether you pay as an upload from Waves, doesn't change anything in Multiply Weezer. For KYC verification in Multiply Weezer, people need to update their profile and enter their real name to be verified. Yeah. We can't verify your identity if we don't know what your identity is. No good sending us pictures and ID cards and things if you've not filled your profile in. Makes sense. How are we going to be paid when our nest egg matures? Same way that has always been said on the offer page. You'll be paid automatically into your Visa wallet. Hello, everyone from Nigeria. Hello there. Okay, let's give you some numbers. As I say, we dropped a lot of people out today. Oh, I was talking about why I'm thinking, that's one thing. The new site, I'm pleased with the way that that's progressing. I'm pleased with the fact that we have got rid of a lot of members. 5,282 net decrease in the number of registered members, which is a lot better than having 80,000 registered and only 20,000 active. We're getting them more balanced, but I'm not sure, as I say, why some of them aren't active when they've got these big balances there. But that's a move in the right direction. And the move, the change that I've made, that'll get us to parity on the tokens in about 12 weeks, I'm happy about as well. I think that's a positive move. Will it stop people selling at 2 cents? I think eventually it will. At the moment, people have got them in there, and I don't think that'll last. I think once these tokens have gone, people won't want to sell $10 worth of tokens for $5, would they? I mean, it's like, why would I take this £5 note here and say, I really only want £2.50, give me £2.50, you can have it. It's sort of crazy, isn't it? So I don't think people will be doing that once we've got rid of a lot of those smaller, and I think they'll get snapped up sooner or later by people. I'd snap them up if I had any money. I bought whatever I could. I'm stockpiling Visa tokens. I know that Visa tokens are going to be over $100 in the not too distant future, and so if I can buy them for 4 for 1 cent, 400 for $1, 4,000 for $10. Why wouldn't I do it? So I bought what I can. I haven't got any more money. I've got that. I've got 15 quid there, and that's got to last me the week. So that's me. But that I believe is going to go in the right direction as well, because once it gets to 2 cents next week and then 4 cents the week after, why would people want to be selling them at 1/4 cent when they've cashed in $100 worth, and they've cashed them in at 4 cents? And are they going to, some will perhaps, but the majority of people won't want to sell them that low, and it'll gradually push that price back upwards. And I think it'll take us 12 to 13 weeks, and we'll hit parity with Visa Abundance, which is running around about 150 in it steadily. And then we're going to tether it to Visa Abundance. And what that means basically is when we calculate anything for Visa within our sites, we'll be doing it by searching for the Visa Abundance value rather than the Visa value. And we'll always be paying on the Visa Abundance value. So it's going to work really well, and it's something that I'm excited about. And it means we'll have one token that we can say, okay, you can have as many as you want, boom, out they go. and that'll be the Visa tokens, and we'll continue to keep that a totally free market, even though our strategy will naturally push the price up. The ability for people, if they're crazy enough, they can still sell them at, what is it, 0.00226 cents. It'll be up to them, but we will have that ability to have that free market. And then the Visa abundance tokens will only be a cash in, cash out situation, which will maintain their value. There are a few tokens out there for Visa abundance, but not many. I think I did a check on it. I think there was 139 tokens out there, which it would be lovely to buy and get them back in-house. But there's going to be more out there once we get this paid plan. But the paid plan, it's Visa abundance in, less Visa abundance out. There's always this balance in our favor. We can't lose by it. It's a bit like the casinos, they always advertise the big winners and things, but it's not the big winners that have built those huge hotels and give away the dinners and drinks for people that are gambling and things. It's the losers that pay for that. And we don't have any losers as such, but we keep the margins right. So it's all looking rosy. It really is. I'm really pleased with the way things are going. And if I could get my to-do list down, squash it down a bit, then I'd be even happier. It will happen. So as I say, we dropped a lot there. We're also down 321 on the active members. That's people logging in on the daily basis to 24,396. Pool 1 members down by 716 to 36,261. You see, this is coming far more into line now with that 24,000. At one time, it was over twice the number of active members were Pool 1 stakes, but now it's only half as much again. And the really good news is that the elite memberships are still increasing on a net basis. We've had an increase of 19, despite the fact that we've lost over 5,000 registered members, and some of those will have been elite members. That guy the highest one was like 12,000 something dollars worth of tokens. He had been an elite member, and his stake ran out in April the 2nd or something like that, and he'd not restaked. So don't know why, but I mean that's just one person definitely that was there, and out of all those there'll have been quite a few. But it means that we've got new blood coming in as well that see the value of what we have. Even before we get the new site and everything that's going to improve with that. So they're up 19, the elite members. Site ranking for We Share Abundance is down 32 places to 11,559, and for Multiply Visa up 48 places to 22,845. Multiply Visa 20, just 20 new registrations that are email verified in the last 24 hours, and just 5 new people buying advertising. And the bonus pool is up to 7,699. That's $29 increase on yesterday, and I'll be surprised if that doesn't get to 7,700 by tomorrow, even though it's really, really slow on Multiply Visa at the moment. Once again, it's on my to-do list for things that will make that improved. And what else have we got? The token values, of course. I already told you that on coin ranking it was 0.00226. Crazy. Let me just have a look now. Just refresh coin ranking. it's gone down even further. It's 0.002 now. We haven't even got the 00226. It's 0.002. We never had a fifthling. We had a farthing, but never a fifthling. We'd need a fifthling for it now. Crackers. Okay. It doesn't show in the waste portfolio. It just shows as zero value, which it really is at that price. But in the back office, the Waste Abundance token, when I looked, was $143.74. And in waste portfolio, it was $160.90. And the real value is probably somewhere in the middle of that, but about 150, which is where it's been. It's stable at 150, a little bit over 150. The volume of WISA tokens was $3,369, and the coin ranking for WISA tokens down 21 places to 1,140. And those are your numbers, and those are your updates, and those are why I think we're doing well, actually. Let me just see. Will we have lottery in the paid site too, or is that going to be scrapped off? No, the lottery, nothing will change in the free area. It'll be exactly the same as it is now. The paid area is an addition. It's not taking anything away. If the paid site is launched, will we still have the current We Share Abundance site or migrated to the new one? The new site is just an update of the old site with a few additions. Don't get confused about it. It's just we can't add things in the old site because the coding for it is so bad that it shouldn't be working even now. It's only through Devyani's dedication, hard work, and efforts, and that the site runs and runs really well. It runs better now than it did when we had 1,000 members, and now we've got 28,000 people logging in on daily. Was it 24 or whatever it is, but the coding, it would be a massive mistake to try and add anything more in the existing site. It would just break it completely. It would crash, it would crumble, it would disintegrate into dust before our eyes. And that is why Christian was working on this skeleton for a new site with much better facilities and coding and everything, capable of running millions of people, not just a few thousand like we have now. And that skeleton that he put in place is now what Devyani is hanging the flesh on. And once she gets all the flesh there, she's going to cover it up with the skin and to stop it all dribbling all over the place, and then we'll be able to go live, and we can add more and more and more things to it because it has that capability. The new site doesn't have it, and that's the only thing. It's nothing changes in the way that the free site operates. We Share Abundance has always been free all the way through launching, all the way right up to now, and it will always have that free element, but it will also have a paid element as well, which is optional. Okay, and then there will be other things that we'll be able to add in, like moles and things, and we've got some exciting products available that we'll be able to sell once we get the mole in. But the mole won't be there when we first launch the site, but it has the capability of being there. It is in fact structured. It is in there as the skeleton, but we need to fill that out. We need to put the flesh on that part of the skeleton as well. It's just another arm, The new site's like an octopus. It's got arms all over the place, and one of the arms is the old site, and one of the arms is the new paid site, and then we've got other arms that we can use for lots of other things. Okay, let me just see if we can spot the YouTubers in. No, it doesn't look like it. No, it's just showing Facebook users. So if you're viewing on YouTube and you've got comments, I apologize. I can't see them, so I can't answer them. And if you're on Twitch, I don't even know whether there's a facility to add comments. I've only been to Twitch once, and that was to register so that we could broadcast on there. I don't know much about it, I'll be quite honest. So that's where we are. That's what we've got. Exciting times are here, right round the corner. And I know a lot of people will be critical of the change that we've made in paying out at a perceived minimum value. But if people are going to be so silly as to give the tokens away, just because we give them away, no reason for everybody to just give them away, you know. So we have to preserve the value for the benefit of everybody. And this is, I think, a good way of doing it. And it is what we will be doing, and it will bring the token value back up gradually. And that will benefit everybody, especially those that buy some now. even if you only got $1, you know, you can get 40 tokens for $1. They go up to $100, you've got $4,000. What kind of a profit is that? You know, it's crazy, isn't it? In fact, you get 50 tokens for $1 now because they're down to 0.2. That little bit extra has disappeared. So you're going to get 50 tokens for $1. You know, if you've got $1, buy them. If you haven't got $1, hopefully we'll be able to help you anyway in the future. Okay, so that's me done for the day. Once I get rolling as well on thinking into reality, into that site, and I'll be using Zoom more. I am getting a bit more used to Zoom now. We've done a few one-on-ones, and once we get into being able to do like webinars, it'll be lovely because it'll give you guys an opportunity to actually speak and do things. I think you can have like 100 people on this Zoom conferencing that can actually interact with one another. And it's not often we get more than 100 here now. It's only really when we're looking at the lottery prizes we get up close to that at the moment. It will grow back again as we move forward and into the launch. But it'd be nice, and perhaps we can utilize that. But I need to get more used to it, and I haven't got time to spend seeing what does this do and how do I do it. And okay, so we've got Venezuela saying "Saludos, amigo, Luisa desde Venezuela," and rough translation is "Hi, friend, Luisa from Venezuela." Okay, showing off my Spanish, but I guess, I mean, my Spanish is so elementary, most of you probably got that anyway. Okay, I'm done. I'm going. I'm going to go out for a walk in the sunshine. Okay, love you all. Thanks very much for being here. Thanks for your time. I appreciate you. Keep sharing love and abundance. It will benefit everybody, not just yourself, but everybody within the community and then beyond. We're going to change millions of lives. God bless.